Hi everyone, welcome to my Facebook Live. I hope everyone's doing well this week and having a good week, at least the start of it. I'm just waiting for a couple minutes so people can hop on and I can check and make sure that I'm coming up after the delay and I can see myself come up on the iPad, so that's good. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's having good weather. We had a beautiful sunny day in Texas today and it's supposed to be really nice again tomorrow. And then after that, it's going to get really ugly, I think, with the temperatures. And I heard a rumor we might even get some frozen precipitation around Thursday. So I hope everybody's warm and cozy in their houses. This week, I want to talk about Valentine's Day cards. I love Valentine's Day. I have some really good memories of Valentine's. And I remember when I was in second grade, we did a little Valentine's project. And that's when they taught us how to cut out hearts, you know, where you fold it in half and you cut out the one side and it comes out, you know, when you open it up and it's symmetrical and beautiful. And, you know, we took our little shoebox with the slot and we decorated it with hearts and construction paper. And you know, here I am, I'm not going to say how many years later, still cutting out hearts and playing with paper. So I'm going to turn my camera down and we'll get started and have some fun with Valentine's Day. Whoops. Okay, let me see if that's in a good position. I think that's pretty good. All right, so today we're going to use some products from our new mini catalog that came out in January 4th. And we're going to use the Sweet Conversations bundle and some really fun papers to go with it. These are the dies, and I'll show you those in person. This is the Conversation Heart stamp set. So let me show you. These are the cards that we're going to make today. So I've got 3 really fun Valentine's Day cards and then a little chocolate treat box that we're going to make. And let me just adjust this down a little more so you can see a little bit more of the bottom of what I'm going to be doing. Okay. All right. So let me show you. This is the stamp set, Sweet Conversations. And I have some of the stamps out because we're going to be using them. This is the die cutting set, and it's got a lot of fun dies, lots of hearts. This one I love in particular because it just can cut out 4 little hearts at once, and they're the perfect size. A little envelope. So we're going to start by using that set, and let me show you the papers too. The papers are really fun, and as you can see, there's like conversation hearts. My pack of paper is all cut up. I just chopped it to bits when I was playing around. But it's got, of course, both sides of the paper again, and really fun patterns. We've got some nice fun stripes, hearts, all kinds of fun Valentine's Day patterns. So we'll use a couple of them in our projects tonight. Okay, so the first set we're going to start with, just arrange myself for a second here, is this card. And as always, if you place an order of $35 or more with me this week, and you can go, this is the link, take a picture, you can go to this link to place the order. By Saturday, you can receive the make and takes for all these projects for free. Here's the host code here that you would have to enter. All the projects I have cut, I put in your ribbon, your embellishments, I cut out the little hearts already, the die cuts for you. And they will all come in the little envelopes and project kits all ready to go. Okay, so let's get started making cards. So this first card, we're going to start with a basic piece of white cardstock. And I use the thick white cardstock since this is going to be the card base. And this is the 8.5 by 5.5. And it's squared at 4 1/4. And it's just going to open up like this. So we've got the base ready. The next thing I did is cut out some strips. And I used some of that designer series paper from Stampin' Up. And I cut these strips. I think they're not quite an inch. They're 7/8 of an inch thick, and they're 4 inches, okay? And then if I lay them out, I have to make sure that these are in the right order so they still kind of match up. And I don't think they are. Let's see if I can put this puzzle together really quickly. This one goes like that. This one goes there. Let's see how this one goes, because you want them to line up, and I hope I didn't mess this up. I might have. Wait, this one goes over here, and then the last one goes here. Okay, so I kind of messed up the order, but we put the puzzle together, and that's how it's going to look. Okay, so we're going to start by adhering these strips to our card, and I'm going to use my grid for this on my table because I want to make sure I get them in the right place. So I'm going to start with the middle one and figure out, you know, where is the middle for, and I believe it's right. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this one right here is the middle. So we're going to kind of put it, leave a little border at the top and the bottom and center it with that piece right there. So I'm just going to take some tape and, whoops, probably another good thing you could do with this is just use your glue, because that allows you to position it a little bit easier. Once you kind of put down this tape, it's kind of down and stuck. So let me pull out the adhesive glue, the mono adhesive, and we'll glue the rest of them just so we have a little bit more flexibility when placing them. And I'm going to place this one, although normally I place the end one to make sure that my spacing is the same, but I can still move it a little bit because the glue is still wet. Okay. All right, that's pretty good for being centered. Make sure this one's straight. Not that good with glue, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to get it all over my fingers. This one on the end, and then this one right in the middle. So you can still see the pattern, it just has spaces in between, and I think that looks pretty good. Let me just kind of press it down for a second to make sure that it adheres. This glue dries pretty quickly, and then it stays in place really well, so it's a really good glue to use. Unless you're messy like me, then it's a little more difficult. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, I used the layering circles dies to cut out a couple of different size circles, as you can see. So I'm going to layer my white one right inside my red one, and that's going to go like that. So we'll just use a little bit of tape runner to put that together like that. The next thing I'm going to do is just take this, we'll do our stamping next while this is drying. So I'm going to stamp a couple things, our sentiment, and I'm going to stamp 2 hearts. So the colors I'm going to use the polished pink, and this is going to be the base of the heart, and this is just the heart stamp, and I'm going to stamp 2 of these. One like that, and you can see this is a really awesome stamp. It kind of variegates the colors a little bit, makes it really pretty. So I've got my 2 hearts. Then I'm going to take and just like in the DSP, I'm going to put the red stripes across the heart. So we're kind of mirroring what's in the DSP already. So I've got my stripe stamp. And just want to make sure we're still okay. It looks like I froze on my iPad. And I'm just going to go straight across on the heart with that stamp. And you can see it goes over the heart, but that's okay because we're going to cut that out in the heart shape. Now you can do that one of 2 ways. You can just fussy cut it with a pair of scissors, or you can use the dies that come with the die set. And I have a heart die right here that we'll use to cut that out. So let me pull over my mini Stamp and Emboss machine. And we'll just set this up to run it through the die cutter. Good. I'm going to use a little piece of my Post-it tape. You could use washi tape, anything you want to kind of hold it in place. Or if you're really good, you don't even need any tape to hold it in place, but I am not that good. So we'll just crank that through, and then we still have to do the other one. So let me pull this one out, and you can see how that came out. Real cute, nice and perfect. And we'll take the die and cut the other one. Or you could just cut with a pair of scissors too. Whoa, I don't want that to go in there. Hold on. Cute little machine. Easy for little die cuts. Okay, there's our second heart all cut out. Now we can start assembling our card. Put this aside so it doesn't get lost. What I'm doing there. Okay, the other thing I want to stamp is the sentiment, and this sentiment says Happy Valentine's Day, and so we're going to do that in the real red. And let's see if we can get it straight on this little bitty piece of paper. All right. Okay, that's not bad. If you don't get it right the first time, you're not happy with it, just flip your piece of paper over and stamp on the other side. It won't show through. So you get 2 chances before you have to cut another piece of paper. All right, the next thing I'm going to do is just adhere this right down the middle. And this just is a strip of real red cardstock. And I think it's 1 inch by 5 1/4. Let me just see. 5 1/2 by 1 inch. Okay. So that's the next thing I want to do is put on the ribbon. So I'm going to pull our embellishments that I've already pre-cut out of here. And I'm going to use this faux real red linen ribbon, which is real pretty. And we're just going to wrap this around the inside of the card. And then we're going to just tie it on the front in a bow. Pull that over a little bit. And I'm going to put it over to the side right here. And just tie my bow. I used a lot of ribbon, so I'm going to have some excess. Okay. And let me just trim off the ends of the ribbon. That one looks pretty good. Let me just trim off this one. And then I think I'm just going to hold it in place with a little glue dot because it does seem like it's a little bit loose there. So I'm just going to rip off one of the glue dots and just stick it underneath the knot. Just going to press and lift it off and then just put it down like that so it'll stay in place. Okay. I'm just going to take some tape runner and attach my Happy Valentine's Day right here. And then on this, we're going to put this right here, and that'll help hold the ribbon in place also. I'm going to use some dimensionals for that, so it's a little bit popped up. Okay, I'm just checking to make sure that we're still in business because there we go. It went live, but now it's on a delay on my iPad. That's weird. I don't know why it's doing that. Okay. So I'm going to put our circle right here. And then those 2 hearts that we cut out already, I'm going to take one and add a little tape runner. Put that one right here. The other one I'm going to use a dimensional and pop that one up. And we'll put that like right here. And then I'm going to take some of the little hearts. I cut out a bunch of some of these little hearts. We're going to use a lot of them tonight on the different projects. So I'm going to use my glue again and just put those in a couple different places. So 1, 2, 3. There. These are the ones I showed you the die for that you can cut out 4 at once. And I think they're just really fun. So that's our first card all finished. Really fun. This would be good for anybody, a friend, anybody. It's pretty generic, right? Okay, card number 1, all finished. Okay, the next one we're going to do is going to be this card right here. And first I did that with the same red ribbon, but then I thought, oh, it's just too much red, and we've got the little purple envelope in the Highland Heather, so I thought this Highland Heather ribbon would be perfect because it's so sparkly and pretty. And sometimes purple is a good color for Valentine's Day too. So let's start on this card. Just figuring out what's going on here with, okay. Now it's back to just a slight delay. Okay. So again, same thing. I started with my cardstock. And let me just show you when we cut the cardstock. All I'm doing is just taking a normal size 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock. And I'm cutting it at 5.5. So I'm just going to cut that down. And then I'm going to score it at 4 1/4, so I have a nice crease, a nice fold. And the nice thing about this Stampin' Up! Paper cutter, because I have a lot of paper cutters, is that there's a score tool right on it. So I'm going to put it to 4 1/4, and then this lighter one right here scores it. So now I've got a beautiful score line, and then I'm just going to fold it and use my bone folder to make a nice crease. And that's how I have my card base, and you can get 2 card bases out of each piece of cardstock. So this one's going to open this way, and then I've got a piece of the DSP, and this is cut at 5 1/4 by 4 from the Sweet Talk DSP, and I thought that was just a really fun piece with the different colors and the hearts. So my tape runner, I actually ran out of my Stampin' Up! Tape runner, which is this one right here, the Stampin' Seal. And I can't believe I ran out. First of all, they last forever, so I probably wasn't paying that close of attention. And all of a sudden I'm out, and it's not coming till Thursday. So I'm using this AdTech Crafters tape, and I get this from Amazon. And this works great, too. It's a nice permanent tape runner. The only thing is these, I go through these like crazy. They run out really, really fast. But they serve the same purpose. They're both tape runners, so... Okay, so we're going to center that on our sheet, and gosh, I feel like that card is pretty just by itself because the paper is so pretty. But next we're going to assemble these little envelopes, and I used the die to cut these out, and that's just this little die right here, and it cuts and scores at the same time, so you can see we have the little score lines here. So I'm just going to fold these, and I'm going to kind of use my fingernail to get a crease on them. And then I want to say, I think the smaller one should be the flap, because we're going to put something in front of it anyway. So we'll have this one here, this one will fold over. Actually, I think I don't know, what do you think? Do we do it like this, or we do it with the bottom showing? I kind of like the bottom showing better. So let me just put some tape runner along the bottom, and then we have and this is Pool Party cardstock I used for this one, and we'll do the same for our other colors. This is Highland Heather. That's going to match the ribbon. It'll coordinate with the same color ribbon, and these same colors are in this cardstock. This is the Highland Heather, the Pool Party, the Real Red, so everything coordinates together, which is great. Okay. Same thing. Make cute little envelopes, and we'll do a red one of the Real Red cardstock as well. Now, if you get the make and take, I've already die cut these for you, so they're all ready to just fold and play with. Okay, so now we have our 3 envelopes. And this is a pretty simple card. We can go ahead and start assembling. I'll just get rid of this sticky because I feel like it's going to stick to everything. Okay, so I've also got the conversation hearts that we're going to use. And what I've done is I've just cut these out of the DSP. And you can do it fussy cutting, just with your scissors and cutting out. Or some of the dies you can actually use to cut some of the hearts out, like that, if you run it through your die cutter. So there's a couple different ways to do that, and there's lots of choices and lots of colors with that DSP. So we're going to kind of mix it up with our envelopes. The only thing we're going to stamp on this card again is just Happy Valentine's Day. So let me get my real red stamp pad back out. Move this a little closer so I can see it better. Okay. All right, we're ready to assemble. All right, before we put envelopes on, I want to take the ribbon first. And I'm going to do the same thing we did with the other card. I'm just going to put it on the inside. And I'm going to tie this bow near the top. I don't want to tie it too tight because I'll damage the paper. But I don't want to tie it too loose because then it's too loose. So it's hard to get it exactly right. But I think we did pretty good here. All right. That looks good. I'm just going to trim a little bit off of here. Actually, I'm going to take a little bit more off of this side too. Okay. Am I happy? I'm going to move this over just a little bit to give us more room for the envelopes. And that looks pretty good. We're going to use our glue dot trick again just to hold that bow in place. So I'll just stick a little glue dot underneath the knot. And there we go. Nice and stuck. Okay, so I'm going to use the tape runner to put on the envelopes. And we'll put one right here. One right there, and then one at the top. Okay, and then we can start putting our hearts in. And I'm just going to use dimensionals to put the hearts in. So this one says, love you. I'll just have that sticking there. And you're cute. And then text me. And put that one like that. Okay. Not really super happy with the way that one is. I think it'll be okay. It's a little bit high. Okay. All right, let's put our Happy Valentine's Day on, and we'll pop that up with dimensionals too. That near the bottom. Okay, this is going to make me nuts. I don't like it. I'm going to move it down inside just a little bit more. Okay, I think that's better. Now we're just going to take some of those red hearts again and just glue them on. So I'm going to put one right here, and one over here. Now, I feel like we've got a lot going on in this card. If you wanted to, you could also put some rhinestones or add a little more bling, but I think we have a lot going on, and that's probably enough. Okay. All right, that's it. Our second card complete. Again, I think it's a really cute, super fun card that you could pretty much give to anybody. If you want to finish your card, you can put a little piece of cardstock, white cardstock right inside, and then you could stamp some of these little hearts. You could do whatever you want. Stamp Happy Valentine's Day or Love You or whatever inside the inside of the card too. Okay, now the next one. This is another really easy card, and I used the Stitch rectangle dies to cut out some white cardstock and some of that DSP that was just the red and pink hearts. So I used 2 sizes of that. And then there was a lot of die cutting. Lots of hearts were cut out for this. But there's really not much to it. We're just going to pretty much assemble. We're going to do one quick stamp, and it's just going to say Valentine's Greetings on it. Now, I got the Valentine's Greetings from this Love and Happiness set because I was just trying, I didn't want it to say the same for all the cards. So that one was right here, Valentine's Greetings. You could do other things. You're engaged, for my wife, Happy Valentine's Day, any kind of greeting that you want. So we're ready to assemble. Card base, same as the last. just cut exactly the same way, folded in half. And so we're just going to take, look at that, that's cute on that side too, right? We're just going to take our DSP and attach it to the front of our card on an angle like this. And then we'll do this piece in the opposite direction. I have two, I cut out two at once on that. Right about there. Let's stamp our Valentine's greetings in the real red. Okay. All right, and we can just start assembling. So I'm going to pop up the greeting on the bottom. And just kind of put that along the same angle over here. And then we'll just put our hearts on. I'll turn these upside down. You can see there's a little ridge when you die cut on the outside. So that's the part we want to show. So I'll just put some tape runner on all of these. Put this one up here. This one over here. This one there. Then we've got another layer of hearts, and I'm going to pop all these guys up. So we'll put the pink on top of the red. And a white one right here. And then the red one. Okay, and then in the middle I put hearts too, some of those same hearts that we cut out before. So let me put a little bit of glue and put those hearts down. And I've got a red one here, and a white one, and a pink one. And that's it for the hearts. Now we're just going to embellish a little bit more. So let's take some ribbon. And I have a piece of this glittering white ribbon that we've used before. So I'm just going to tie a bow. And we're just going to glue dot that on. And I'm making it kind of a big bow, which is fine. Let me make this a little fatter if I can. Tighten it up just a little bit. Okay. Trim it off. All right, we're going to glue dot that to our paper. Almost out of glue dots here. I'm at the end of my roll. I think this is the last one. And we'll put this right at the top, right like that. And then we've got a couple little more hearts in different places that we'll just glue on. There. There, a couple here. This is a nice, fast, easy card once you do the die cutting. Then you're just putting everything on. And I need another pink one. I've gone a little overboard with the baby hearts. Okay, pink one like that. Okay, then lastly we're going to put some of these little mini pearls on. And just get my putty out from my tool. And then we'll just set them in different places on the card. Here. And last one we'll put over here. Okay, so this is our third card. Lots of fun. Again, if you want to do the inside, you could either stamp or die cut, put another greeting on the inside. but that's just another quick and easy, fun Valentine's card to give to somebody. Okay, lastly, we want to do a little treat box. And so this, this little treat box, we've used these before, right? They're easy to assemble. Let me pull out my kit here that I made. They're clear acetate boxes, and they're 3x3, and Stampin' Up! Makes them. And they're just super easy to assemble. And you could put anything in here. You could put conversation hearts. You could put Valentine's M&Ms, whatever you want to put in here. I got these little Ghirardelli milk chocolates. They're duet hearts. And I really like the package because it matched the colors we were using, the pink and the purple. So, and 4 of them fit in perfectly into the little container. So let's get started on this project. And all I'm going to do, it's already pre-scored, so I'm just kind of loosening this up. And then I'm going to fold this over. They're super easy to assemble. And then I want to make sure my flaps are down like that. And then I'm going to put them in sideways and make sure that they face the same direction. And I'll put all 4 of them in there. And then finish the other side. And the reason I put them in sideways is because we're going to put some ribbon across to kind of hold these flaps closed. So there we go. And this is going to be the back so you can see through it. And like I said, it matches our colors pretty good, right? So we'll flip this side around now. And so I just took a 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 piece of the designer series paper. You could use any pattern that you wanted. I just picked this little one with the same color hearts. And I'm just, ooh, that would even look cute too, right? So I'm just going to take a little bit of tape runner and put it on. Just so there's a little bit of an edge around it. Okay. And then we'll take another piece of that ribbon, or you could use the Highland Heather I thought might look good with this, or all the ribbon colors would look good with this. And we're just going to tie a little bow. And that'll kind of hold it shut. When they get the present from you, they can just untie the ribbon to get the candy out. All right. Nice big pretty bow. Okay, now we just want to decorate it a little bit, and so I have a tag that's from that same die cut set. I just cut out this little tag and 2 more of the hearts in pink and purple, and then I'm going to do just a little bit of stamping, and I'm going to start with the real red, and another one of the stamps is just this one with the 3 little hearts, and I'm just stamping this across the bottom of the tag. It's perfectly on there, just like that. And then I actually took the to and from another set. This is Banner Year. This is from the annual catalog, and it's got the to and from on it. You could just write the to and from on it too if you wanted to. But we're going to stamp it, and we're going to use Memento Black. And so my to and from are stuck together. It's one stamp. And I could cut it if I wanted to, but it's perfectly spaced if I want to use it like for a Christmas tag later. I kind of wanted to not cut it and just leave it alone. So what we'll do is we'll use our Post-it tape and do each one individually. So we'll start with the to. So I'm just going to Post-it tape off the from part and get this inked up. And I'm going to put this one on the Highland Heather. And make sure you take your Post-it tape back off then before you stamp. And we'll just stamp the to right there. And then I'm going to clean my stamp. Just use my little baby wipe. Make sure I clean it off good. And then use my Post-it tape again, and this time tape off the to. Ink it up. And then I can just put my from on the pink. Again, you could just write this on if you wanted to. But we've got a to and a from, And we'll just attach that to our tag. Whoa, sorry. Hopefully we're still okay here. And I'm just going to put on this side to go on the tag over here. And then we'll just pop up this last piece over here. And then how about a couple more little red hearts? Okay. Then all I'm going to do, I'm going to pop up the tag itself too. So let me just put a couple of dimensionals right here. Since my glue's still wet on my hearts, I don't want to mess it up. And I'm just going to tuck this tag so it looks like it's tied at the top right there. I'm just going to tuck it like that. So all finished. Cute little treat. Cute little candy box treat you could make for somebody. So that's it. Those are our 4 projects for tonight. Those went pretty quickly, right? They're pretty easy projects. Let me just show them to you again. Really fun cards to give for Valentine's Day. All right, give me a thumbs up if you liked my cards tonight. Let me just tell you a couple things that are coming up. Last week I mentioned that they had a really cute set that came out, and it is $19, and it's just a kit that you can order, and it was a birthday kit. So I got mine in the mail this week. Super fun set. I showed you last week the pictures. It comes with the stamp set. So I got it this week. I want to show you what's in the box. And it's kind of like the paper pumpkin. It's $19. You can just add it onto your order if you want to. Really cute card. So let me show you what it comes with. It comes with a block for stamping. It comes with a Stampin' Spot, and this one is in Coastal Cabana, and it's just a little stamp pad, which these are really handy to have. And it's nice to start, if you're just starting out, to get the little Stampin' Spots instead of buying the big pads. This is a super fun happy birthday stamp set that comes with it. It comes with the full instructions. It comes with these little glue dots, some embellishments. These are going on top of the candles to add some sparkle. It comes with this foam tape because you're going to pop a lot of this up. And all the little cutouts, these are already cut out. It comes with your card bases already cut and scored for you. And then it also comes with the envelopes, which are already decorated on the inside too, to match, which are really nice envelopes. So it comes with everything you need, including the glue. You just pop everything out. You don't even have to cut anything. It's a complete kit. So these are the 2 cards that it makes, and of course you can create your own with whatever pieces you want. But it's kind of popped up. You have this little slice of birthday cake, the happy birthday to you, and then this one with the candles and little dots on top. Just adorable little cards, fun, and who doesn't always need birthday cards to give out? So I thought that was a really good value for $19. So I'm going to finish making the rest of those cards. I think it makes 10 cards, like 5 of each. Anyway, lots of fun. Couple more reminders, and then I'll show you what I've got for you for next week. Okay, this is the Celebration catalog, and we showed this to you last week. So all these free things, if you place an order of $50 or more, you can earn one of these stamp sets, designer series paper, free with your $50 purchase. They will send that to you. If you spend $100, you can get one of these bigger kits. This comes with the paper and the stamp set. If you would like a measurement and supply sheet, email me, sunshineandsparklestamping@gmail.com, and I will email this to you so you have everything you need to make the cards. Paper Pumpkin, the next one that's for sale right now is Safari Celebration, which looks like a fun kids one. I know mine just shipped today from the last Paper Pumpkin, which is the Valentine's Day one, so hopefully I'll have that by next week to show you that Paper Pumpkin kit. And I just want to mention, if you wanted to do ever a Paper Pumpkin prepaid subscription, then you can earn celebration items just by ordering the prepaid. You can earn that stuff for free that way too. Anyway, let me show you what I've got next week. I want to do one more week of Valentine's Day, but these cards are a little, not so cutesy, just a little fancier. So I've got this Valentine card here, this nice purple one in the Highland Heather. This one that's super sparkly. This one just screams me because it's got pink glitter. And then this one I made with the Celebration, with the free stamp set that I got, this one right here, just to do a cute little Valentine's card with that free stamp set. So we'll make these cards next week. Thank you for joining me tonight. I hope you can join me again next week. If you have any questions, you can email me, you can message me, you can text me. And again, thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.